At this time, we'd like to have our Salutatorian come up and give his speech. Andrew Harlan, if you'll please come up, this year's Salutatorian.
Thank you, Mr. Simmons. I really wanted to do like a tap dance for all of you today, but it's not really the time or the place, so I've spared you. You can thank me later. To the graduates, family, and friends of the class of 2015, honored guests, and the faculty and staff of Peoria Notre Dame High School. Today, I'm not speaking on behalf of myself, but on behalf of the entire class of 2015. While I feel grossly underqualified for this position, I will try my very best to express what we all have felt about our past 4 years. Well, class of 2015, we've made it. After 4 crazy short years, we are graduating high school. Our class has had a lot of success throughout the years. Time and again, athletes from our class prove themselves on the field, in the pool, on the court, on the track, and in every other sporting arena imaginable. In the classroom, we have excelled and proven ourselves worthy of the next level of our education. Musically and artistically inclined students have created beautiful work and displayed their masterpieces in concerts, performances, art shows, and theatrical productions. And we have gone above and beyond the Christian service program service hour requirement, giving so much back to the community that made us the people that we are today. However, beyond the awards and accolades, beyond the physical successes of our class, there's something much more important. When we look back on these 4 years, we won't necessarily remember all of these tangible achievements. The awards won't matter as much, but what will matter, what will still be important, are our relationships with each other. Everything else fades away. All that remains is the people in our lives who have influenced us. Our own relationships as a class have changed much over the past 4 years. As freshmen, I think we were all generally nervous about high school for different reasons. I was nervous about the potential clickiness of high school. I had seen Glee, and I did not want to get slushied. The inherent anxiety of freshman year kept some of us from branching out and meeting new people. The new stress of high school coursework also became a priority. Mrs. Zaz always kept us busy with quizzes and assignments that first year in Lit. Also, I'm proud to say that my first time studying past midnight for an exam was for Mrs. Olson's absolutism exam in World Studies. Because of the stress of the new environment, many freshmen stayed close with their familiar grade school friends for at least a portion of the year. Sophomore year, our friendships branched out and grew stronger. 1 year under our belts, we thought we knew everything about high school. By this point, we had figured out how to properly balance schoolwork and our social lives, allowing us to focus more on making new friends in various clubs and activities. The school may have just blocked Twitter and Tumblr, but that didn't dampen our spirits. Shout out to Barracuda and Bascom. Okay. Our newfound friendships helped us to forget about the difficulties of sophomore year. We all know there is nothing scarier than having Mr. Laird grade your essay in front of the entire class. Also, we know that there's nothing more painful than writing all of your notes for Miss Lavin's class the night before the test. Also, I seriously think the most important lesson that I learned sophomore year was to do CPR to the beat of Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees. I'm pretty sure that saving a person's life is more important than the quadratic formula ever will be. My apologies to the math department. Moving on, junior year was definitely a difficult year. Standardized testing and schoolwork tried to dominate our lives. However, we would not let them win. We may have written 19-page term papers for Mrs. Svoboda, but we came out alive. Also, as the last Algebra 2 trig class taught by Mr. Harris, we endured the last round of blackboards ever at Notre Dame. Thankfully, future generations will not have to suffer. Despite all of these difficult assignments, we luckily had Mr. Cummings' music quizzes and Sister Catherine Thomas's Talent Tuesday to break up the monotony. In our relationships with each other, we developed a deep sense of trust and loyalty. Many nights were spent driving around Peoria, music blaring. I may have been blasting show tunes, but I will not apologize for that. Meanwhile, we bared our souls for our friends and shared deep personal secrets with them. The closeness developed in these friendships was unmatched by any others in our lives, until senior year. Everyone told me that senior year was going to be easy. Well, they lied. Senior year is crazy. College applications, sporting events, school functions, classes, and endless important questions about the future. In fact, Ms. Sherman still has me wondering what Judaism's cosmic obstacle is. Well, needless to say, there's a lot to think about during one senior year. Yet somehow, our friendships branched out even more despite this madness. I think we all collectively realized that this was the end of a great 4 years. Aware of the impending finality of high school, we silently agreed to make the most of our time with each other. All through senior year, I made some great friends with people who I hadn't ever talked to as a freshman, sophomore, or junior. If I had any regrets about high school, it'd be that I didn't get to know these awesome people sooner. Now, as a class, we have some important people to thank. First, thank you to all of the teachers of Peoria Notre Dame High School, those who have been here all 4 years and those who have only been here for some of the time. You all deserve praise for going the extra mile to help us in our studies. I am so thankful for all the sacrifices you make daily for our education, and the entire student body at PND is lucky to have you. On a personal note, I would like to thank a few teachers. To young Mr. Smith, thank you for the best Peoria restaurant guide ever. You rock. To Mrs. Elliott, who obviously isn't here today because she had a baby, clearly, okay. Thank you for being the best yearbook moderator ever these past 2 years. I'm so thankful to have had your help in achieving our goals for the yearbook. And to Mrs. Swoboda and Ms. Conan, thank you for your constant support and encouragement. You both have had the most profound effect on me as a student, and I'm absolutely changed for the better thanks to your guidance and example. Along with our teachers, I don't think any of us would be here today without our parents. As embarrassing as all of you parents may be, we don't give you enough credit for what you do. You always cheer us on in our many endeavors with unwavering support. To my own parents, I'm so lucky to have you in my life. Wow, I'm crying a lot, okay. Every day, you show me by example what it means to be a genuine, loving individual. I don't tell you this enough, but thank you for being the most compassionate people I've ever met. I love you so much. Above all, we have to thank God for his many blessings. As Mr. Menger constantly reminded us, the most important thing in life is to be attractive and successful in the eyes of God. That is something I hope we all strive for daily, and by following the wonderful examples of our parents and teachers, I think we might have a fighting chance at achieving that goal. Up to this point, our relationships with each other, our teachers, our parents, and God have made us into the people we are today. Through these key relationships in my life, I have learned so much about my beliefs, my values, and myself as a person. I am beyond grateful to have had the pleasure of spending the past 4 years with all of you, and I never want to forget the amazing people I've met at Peoria Notre Dame. In an attempt to save this memory, I only thought it fitting to take a selfie with all of you. I know she did this last year. I don't care. I'm doing it anyways. So if you'll just give me a quick second, I should have practiced. It's okay. So get in, smile. Oh, it's facing the wrong way. Hopefully, I'll be able to look back at this picture in the future and remember all of the memories and relationships that we have shared with each other. There's a song that kind of unintentionally became the anthem of my last week of high school. I'm sure that most of you know the song. It's called Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. The lyrics are actually surprisingly fitting for the end of our high school experience. So as part of my parting message to all of you, I'd like to sing a little bit of the song. You should have seen this coming. I'm a performer, so what did you expect? I'm sorry. And if you know the words, please sing along with me, which means Bridget, Sarah, Nikki, Eliza, Sarah, Parker, Abby, David, Nick, Annie, Hopper, Frank, Aaron, Tally, and everyone else in the audience, I better hear you singing. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak those words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where the book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Nice try. Well, Natasha is right. This is not the end. It's only the beginning. It is up to us to determine what happens next because the rest is still unwritten. Our parents and teachers have been our role models for our entire lives. Now, we have the chance to be role models for the people we encounter in the future. Look within yourself and listen to what your relationships with your teachers, parents, and God have told you. Remember the lessons that you have learned at home and at school, and I guarantee that you will succeed. Thank you to the class of 2015, and congratulations. I love you all.
Andrew, great job. I just got a text from Broadway, and I'm going to see if I can be your agent, so congratulations. Outstanding.